It feels like a trap to me. It just feels, I don't know, if it just doesn't feel entirely safe because she's going on a blind date with a guy this weekend, and our studio director thought that she was going on a date with a blind dude.
Hey, that was just for in studio.
Which would have been fine also.
Yeah, for 24 hours, I've been thinking that she was going out with a blind guy.
Which is not a big deal.
Wow.
And then when you gave the tease on the air, I was like, oh,
a blind date.
Oh.
I don't even know how it can be an entirely blind date anymore.
With social media, it's
Right.
virtually impossible.
Yep.
But in this particular case, that's not the warning sign right there. The warning sign is that a guy that was set up by his ex-girlfriend. So, Amber, you're going out with a guy and you were set up by his ex-girlfriend?
Yes. I mean, you can't even make this up. I mean, do you guys have time to hear my story? Because this is crazy.
You're actually the only thing on the schedule. So, we got at least 5 minutes. Yeah. So, what happened?
Okay. So I'll try to make this long, crazy story short because this never happened to me, but I need some advice because my family and friends are calling me nuts, but I don't know. So, okay, I'm a school teacher, and we've been out for the summer, and I have an Instagram account. Now, all my Instagram account stuff is just stuff I do, like education-related, school-related, and anyway, I'm hosting this back-to-school camp where we're going to, make these recycled backpacks we're going to go, thrifting and get stuff for these backpacks. Anyway, I get a message from this girl, Laura. I thought it was a mother wanting to put her child in my camp. And she tells me she's been following me on Instagram and all my social media accounts, Facebook, YouTube, you name it. And she says, this is going to sound really weird, but are you single? And I'm like, yes. And she said that she's like, I don't know, you don't know me and I don't know you, but I have an ex-boyfriend, and one of the agreements we had during our breakup was that something like the only way they would agree to break up with each other is if they could find each other's new mates.
What are you talking about? What? This was an actual agreement between two people?
Well, they said that. She said, I talked to her on the phone. I haven't spoken to him yet, but she seems legit, and she was like, that's the only way they wouldn't be jealous is if they could pick each other's future person.
Okay,
Wow.
so the stipulation for the breakup was that, all right, we're going to break up. However, I get to pick who you date and you get to pick who I date.
That's what she said, yes.
I don't even know.
That doesn't sound healthy.
No, I mean, I think first you got to even ask yourself, is this a dude that I would want to go out with that would engage in this kind of agreement?
Off of that alone.
So this is the thing, guys. You can't make this up. So this is why I'm actually entertaining this thought altogether. So like I said, I'm a teacher. Well, he's a bus driver, not in my district, but in 2 districts over. This guy drives a school bus for another school district, 2 districts over, and I'm a teacher. So I'm like, okay, obviously I know he's got to be safe because I know the schools do the background checks.
Yeah.
And she told me how he loves kids. He doesn't have any of his own. Neither do I. But I'm like, this can't be happening. It was a full moon, and I was just looking up to this full moon 2 nights ago, and I'm like, I've totally given up on men, guys. I've been single for 2.5 years after the most horrific breakup. I've totally given up on men because nobody compares to my beloved who I lost 2.5 years ago. I still don't know why. He ghosted me, but that's a whole other story. So this girl, Laura, she's telling me about her guy, David, but I guess she says call him Davey. His name's David, but he goes by Davey. And she sends me his picture. He friggin' looks like my ex. That's the other thing. The guy looks like my ex, the one that I haven't been able to get over for 2 years.
So you're
So I'm
thinking
like-
like there's got to be something like the universe is doing something here because
It's telling you to run.
Absolutely, because it was right after I was looking up at the moon, and I was having this talk with the full moon. I was trying to manifest like a miracle, and then I get this message from this Laura. Again, I'm only calling her back because I'm thinking it's about my summer camp, and she wants to like my idea about the recycling backpack.
No. We get it. All right. So if you're the type to talk to a full moon, then maybe this scenario is going to work perfectly for you.
This is for you.
So here's more of my concern. This almost sounds like it's out of a romantic comedy, like some kind of a Ryan Reynolds romantic comedy, right? The second thing is there is no electronic footprint of this dude at all. Because nowadays, I know that's almost a little like off-putting. Like there's nothing about the dude.
She sent a picture of him.
Yeah, no, I have this picture. He looks like my ex-boyfriend. He looks like it's not him.
So I mean, it's not a blind date. It's the focus here, not so much is on the blind date, is that the ex is the one that's setting him up. And do you want to be involved with somebody who is that involved with their ex?
Yeah, and what are the rules of this whole thing? So, like, let's say you guys hit it off, right? But she has not hit it off with anybody yet. Are they fully broken up with at that point, or do you have to wait for her to find a dude also?
Honestly, the way she had made it out to me, but she said that I can't ever tell him this, is that it was her idea to do this because she's just trying to she likes somebody else. And I'm not supposed to tell him that when I meet him, that it was her idea to do that. She's trying to get out of the relationship because she's already met somebody else. And I was like, I get that. So I'm not at all threatened by her. She's like madly in love with this new guy.
Okay, well,
that Davey does not know about. And that's not for me to tell him when I meet him. Like, I don't want to get involved in their business. But to answer your question, I'm not threatened by her. She seemed really nice.
Okay, Mo.
You have a very positive outlook and perspective on things, that's for sure, and I appreciate it. But sitting here talking about all of this out loud, are you not really picking up on all of the context clues of why this is just a little bit ridiculous?
No, actually, the more I talk about it out loud, the more I'm thinking this is a sign from the universe. I'm hearing myself saying it.
Then you should go.
Yep.
But
I feel like it's just too weird, like that we have all this stuff in common, but everybody else thinks I'm crazy. I don't.
Who cares? Who cares what everybody else thinks?
It's not you.
It's not.
You don't live your life for other people's
Right?
opinions.
You've got a gravitational pull towards this guy. That's one. And secondly, we're going to need an update next week, and that is really important. And that's why my advice is go out with this guy.
Listen to the full moon.
Go for it. The full moon is talking to you. Can we talk to you on Monday?
Oh, well, the date is on Sunday, so you mean like after my date?
Yes. Unless you want to call us during and we can record something.
So cool.
Okay.
That would be so cool, yes.
All right. We'll talk to you on Monday, Amber.
Okay, thank you. So I'm going to go then. I'm going to go Sunday.
You go.
All
You
right.
definitely do it. Even
Get
if it's
it.
not a full moon. You go. Go
still
get your
go.
man. Go get him. All right, Tommy, be sure to get her phone number and location services and everything. I don't trust all that. It's a Bert Show.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched, you can get more of The Bert Show on your favorite podcast platform. Wherever you listen to your podcast, you can find us. I don't know what any of these buttons do, by the way.